Sorry, just getting all the technical stuff sorted out. You know me, you know me. Make sure we are live. Bam, bam. I'll just sing to you. It's a live karaoke session. Oh. Make sure we are live. Happy days. How are we all doing? Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Just going to scratch my neck. Oh, yeah. Right, let me put this microphone down. The camera's not quite right either, is it? Is that right? Seems on the wonk. Bit of a wonky donk today. We'll go over there. We'll move over there. We're locking it in, guys. Locking it in. Yeah, how we doing? It's Saturday. What date is it? The 25th of March? Yeah, so I thought I'd go live. Rather than do a video, then upload the video, I'll just go live. Do you know what I mean? Why not? Why not? Had a really good day today. Shout out Chris. My imaginary friend Chris came with me today, as always. My partner in crime. We had kind of the whole reason we went today was because I had a voucher for a restaurant. So my mother gave it to me. Sorry, I just moved my chair. My chair seems a bit low. Yeah, so my mother gave me a voucher today, and it would have gone to waste. So she said, "Do you want it for me and Chris?" And I said, "Yes, please." And we had a massive breakfast. Neither of us could finish it. I was really hungry as well, but I know this is an exciting story, isn't it? Really exciting. Yeah, so we went to Llanelli today. Then we went... That was the plan. Have breakfast in this place, restaurant. Then we went to Retribution. Shout out Retribution in Llanelli. Then we went to... Oh, we actually did the... I don't know what they're called. Oh, I got the bag here. Went to... Sponsored by Cashmax, Llanelli. Yeah, I went there. I did really well in there. I got a game I'd never seen in the wild before at a really good price. It's not Holy Grail territory. It's a collection of games, but I've already got the games. But it's a fighting game collection. I thought I'm going to get that one day. I was going to buy it on Amazon, but... it's a little bit on the pricey side, so I had that at a very good price. Bought a movie there. Then we went to Retribution. I'll show you what I bought there. Did I buy a new console? Didn't I? And then Chris was going to drop me then back to Swansea. Then last minute we decided, fuck it, we'll go into CX, where I traded in the Batman. Enjoyed the movie. I'm really glad I watched it on Blu-ray. It did take me 3 nights to watch it. That's my fault, not the movie's fault. I really enjoyed it, actually. But, like, Maverick, or Top Gun Maverick, I really enjoyed that as well. But I know we're going to watch that again in the next 6 to 12 months. But the Batman, I was thinking, nah, I don't think I'll have the itch to watch it anytime soon. So I thought, we'll leave that. And so I traded that in. They give me £5 trade in for it, and I traded in for I've been really lucky today. All right, but did I buy a new console? Okay, so hope you're having a good weekend. It's football on, isn't it? But the biggest game, internationals, tonight. It's Wales, Croatia. Come on, Wales, you can do it. Right then. Okay, so, actually as well, I've had some online orders as well. Bit of a sad story now. I bought my 3rd copy of King of Fighters 2002. Normally I do the limited run, the big box Neo Geo boxes. I paid... what I think's a very good price. I bought the King of Fighters 2002, but it's the Pix and Love version. Came with the art book. It's in the proper Neo Geo cases. And there's a problem with... it's been delivered, it says. But fucking DPD. They're saying it's been delivered. They're taking a photograph of the parcel, but you can't see. I don't know. As my neighbour's got it, I'm trying to chase them up. I'm in contact with the seller. And, yeah, I'm gutted. I'm really gutted. I know I'll be covered. It's not going to cost me any money or anything. I should have a refund by the sounds of it. It's never happened before, but I want the game. Do you know what I mean? Oh, hi, Tony. Hope you're good. Oh, sorry. I haven't got my glasses on. Hi, Tony. Hope you're okay and enjoying the new job. Yes, thank you. Access Area 6. Am I pronouncing that right? Sorry if I'm butchering that. Yes, I am enjoying my new job, and I get weekends off, but I had a text about 20 minutes ago. If I go in, can I go in tomorrow? The person that's working tomorrow, it's only an evening shift. It's like 4:30 till 10, I think. And it's time and a half, so happy days. That'll cover everything I've spent today. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, thank you. Yes, I'm enjoying the new job. Went for a swim yesterday, so I get free gym membership as well. Did a little bit of weight training. And then I thought I'd go and swim. I have a swim. Oh my God, I was sinking. I used to be a swimmer, believe it or not. But it didn't look like it yesterday. I didn't feel like it yesterday. Yeah, pronounced correct. Thank you. Happy days. Right, let's get into the pickups then, is it? This is a big one. This was a massive package this came in. This means a lot to me, actually. I bought, are you ready? A pin badge. Can you see that? Now, funny thing was, yeah, we are. Obviously, it's Ryu, or Ryu. Depending on where in the world you're from. Okay. Now, I had this pin badge when I was a kid in comprehensive school, and it was on my tie. So when I don't know, it was like I'm a bit weird, okay? Maybe I've always had mental health issues, but I used to talk to it all the time. Like someone would be like a dickhead or something. I'd be, oh, fucking asshole, look at him, Ryu. Kind of like, that's why I can relate to High Score Girl. Please tell me you've watched that. If you haven't, go watch it. But in his head, it's Guile in his head. But when I was growing up, it was Ryu. And he was always on my tie. And I saw this. I think I paid 99 pence for it. I would have paid a lot more for it because it means a lot to me. I don't know if I'll get away with wearing it to work, you know. But I might put on my motorbike jacket or something like that. So if anybody pulls out in front of me, I'll say, you fucking asshole, Ryu, isn't it? Yeah, we'll show him, kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. Obviously, no issues with the delivery of that. The next thing I bought, this was on my watch list for a while. And when I found out I had the new job, I thought, I'll treat myself. I didn't want to go overboard. Okay, the King of Fighters 2002 was a big treat. And I thought I'd get a little treat. So I bought, I'm a little bit disappointed and happy at the same time. I'll explain why. I bought the Street Fighter Summer Sports Special. Okay, I'll take it out. Now the reason I really wanted this, obviously I'm a massive Street Fighter fan. I very naively thought it was a comic about, like if you look, read the race between Chun-Li and Juri. I thought, what a cool idea. Then I thought maybe they'll have like other characters, Ryu against Ken or something like that. Blanca against Zangief. Or I thought it'd be a really cool story. But no, it's actually just an art book. Do you know, like the swimsuit, Capcom do swimsuit issues where it's just different artists send their artwork in. So a bit disappointed, but I'll just show you. And there's the one on the back. To me, any one of these pictures would be cool. Oh, this is funny. Would be cool to have up on the wall. Now, that's Poison. Does anyone get the joke? I get it. See, she's covering with her hat for her costume. She's covering her private parts. And the reason that is she was in Final Fight, isn't she, Poison? And believe it or not, when there was loads of like this sprite Poison, there was loads of her in the game as the enemy, and people had a problem that the men were beating up the females. They didn't have a problem with you beating up men, but when it came to females, people had a problem with it. So what Capcom responded with, it's a man. They said you had a sex change, it's a man. So a lot of people, that was just like a kind of a joke. But yeah, so Yeah, that's the joke there. Basically, is it a man? Isn't it a man? I just found that really funny. Um, then you've got like Jury playing badminton. Oh yeah, Rainbow Mika lifting the weights, the Chen Li doing the splits up there. It's just I've actually like that one there without looking. That's Edward Hang, isn't it? Yeah, Edward Hang says down there, or Iron Pinky on Instagram. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, where have you been? Check out my Instagram. This is what I post shit like this all day. I'm a massive fan of the Street Fighter and the artwork and everything like that. Yeah, so I bought that. That was, I think, £10. It's really good condition. It came in the cardboard case thing, or the protective covering, you know. So I'll stick that back in there. But I was a little bit, at first I was disappointed. I thought, oh, it's not actually a comic, because I really thought I'd enjoy that. Yeah, so that's my online orders. I should have had the King of Fighters 2002. Because the problem is, if they delivered it to one of my neighbours, I live on a row of houses. I'm not like on a street with a couple of neighbours. Do you know what I mean? God knows there's about 50 houses in the radius, so I can't go knocking on everybody's door. Because what they should do is give me a slip of paper to say where it is. Then I can take, if my next door neighbour had it, for example, I can say, oh, it says here, you got my parcel? Have you got my parcel? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, left in the loop a little bit. Little bit gutted, not going to lie. Sorry, I got an itchy shoulder. Right then, so that's what I bought online. And I didn't go overboard today, mind. So, the game, we saw this, and it was one of those ones where Chris, my imaginary friend Chris, shout out Chris, said if you don't buy it, I buy it. We got this like unwritten rules. If I put it back, I wouldn't feel bad then, because I know Chris would have bought it. Okay, it's the Fighting Edition on the PlayStation 3, and it's only £16.19. Now the cheapest I've seen it is about £25, and it is complete in box. The disc is nice and minty as well. Okay, so what it's got is Tekken 6, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and Soul Calibur 5 all on one disc. Excellent stuff. Absolute jackpot. Now, I didn't know this existed until 6 months ago. It was on the Triple KO podcast, and they were talking about collector's editions and stuff like that. And I've got all 3 games, but this is purely me with my my collector's cap on. When it comes to fighting games, I do go the extra mile with as far as a collector. I've got easily over 100 different fighting games in my collection. Okay, I'm always adding to it. And when there's a game that I haven't played or I don't own, I feel like I'm missing out. So I know what the games are like. Probably the best game on there, well, easily is Tekken 6 in my opinion, but they're all really good games. Yeah, so if you see that in the wild, pick it up. And that's good price, £16.19. That was in that Cash Mask place. So yeah, happy with that. And the other one I picked up, it was only £3.19, was the movie Reservoir Dogs. And I've seen it loads of times. This was a massive film back in the day. I was lucky enough to see it quite early on after it came out. I think I borrowed it on VHS, I think. Yes, I must have borrowed it on VHS, or someone gave me a copy or something like that. And there's so many one-liners and stuff in it. And it's £3.19 for the Blu-ray. But the reason I wanted to pick it up, I've seen this tons of times, right? But look at all those extra features. Can you see there? Like, I think it'd be really cool, like commentary with Quentin Tarantino. Filmmakers Lab, the Class of 92, Sundance interviews. Yeah, it's got a load of extra features. And sometimes with a good movie, I have just as much fun watching the extra features as I do watching the actual movie itself, you know. So yeah, for £3.19, you can't fault it, can you? Okay, so that's what I bought in Cash Max. What else? They had... Chris nearly bought a new guitar. Fair play. I don't know anything about... It was a bass guitar, that's all I know, because it had 4 strings. We were thinking about it. Obviously, we didn't go back for it. And what else was there? I can't remember what else there was. But No, it was a game I was umming and ahhing about. Gone. I can't remember. But if it was a great game, I would have picked it up there and then. Okay, so then we went to Retribution, and I bought 3 games and a stack of retro magazines. Okay, it's retro magazine collection. I don't know where he's getting them from. They're like 99p each, so stay tuned. So I bought a new PlayStation 1 game called Shaolin. It's another game. God, look at that. You see that man there? I can't see him, yeah? But I can see him in the camera. And how weird. That's quite creepy, actually. I had no idea that was there. I can see the eyes. Yeah, but I can't see that. The hell is going on? Yeah. It's the haunted video. Right, yeah, so Shaolin, it's something about the PlayStation 1 era, and you can say the same about the Sega Saturn. There was so many fighting games that came out. They seem to be producing them a lot quicker. And it's just like, for lack of better word, there's like a charm around this kind of generation of game, you know. But it has got the biggest screenshots. It looks like another Tekken, maybe Tekken 2 kind of game, you know. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. Yeah, I left the prices on. That was $7.99. I have no idea if these are good prices or not. If it's like £2 or £3 in CX, I don't care because I've never seen it before. And I don't want to ever have these posted because some people put them in those cardboard envelopes and that'll get cracked to bits. Or they put it in a box, which is kind of the right thing to do, but it's a bit of a ball ache to go to the post office on your day off in the morning just to get it. So when I see them for a half decent price, you know, it might be more expensive in CX, I don't know. But the reason I'm talking about CX all the time is what I use as my database for games, you know. So yeah, so I bought Shaolin. No idea, but definitely a blind buy. Then I bought... They had Alien Trilogy on the PlayStation and Alien Resurrection. It's the first time I've seen this in the wild. I owned Alien Trilogy back in the day, and it was alright. It didn't really stay with me. If it wasn't the fact that it was an alien in the Alien universe, it would have been an average or a poor first-person shooter, I gotta be honest. But it was an early first-person shooter. But the graphics on this were really good. So I picked up Alien Trilogy and this, and I compared the graphics. And Chris agreed, this looks really good. This looks like the real deal. I know the movie wasn't anything to write home about. I went to the cinema to watch that movie. I remember back then, I thought it was amazing. When you see the xenomorph swimming, I thought that was the best thing I've ever seen. That was up there with first time you see a dinosaur in Jurassic Park. That was like a wow moment. But yeah, Alien Resurrection. So I got that. Then I bought Reservoir Dogs, the Blu-ray. Funnily enough, I've never seen that in the wild. So I thought I'd buy Reservoir Dogs, the PS2 game. $4.99. It is made by Eidos, and they make the Deus Ex games, don't they? I believe, anyway. And it looks like it's got... Like first, you can't really tell. Maybe third-person shooter, or maybe it's a first-person shooter. They both look like cutscenes, but it looks like it's got the car racing scene. So maybe when Mr. Blonde, I'm hoping it's got when Mr. Blonde escapes, when they're like running to get back to that factory where they meet, he stops off to get a milkshake or a Burger King or like a drive-through, doesn't he? And they're all like, "Why are you late?" "Oh, I had a drive-through in the middle of a police car chase." So I hope that scene's in there. That'll be a nice addition, that will. But it is complete in box. Again, no idea on the prices. It might be £1. It might be a 50p game in CX. I have no idea. But it was there and I thought, fuck, why not? So that's all the games I bought in Retribution. So the magazines. I'll tell you what game I didn't buy then. I was quite sensible. The only problem, it's only a small problem with Retribution. He hasn't got a card machine. And we always forget. So we go in there. We're like, oh, we'll buy all of that. Like we come into the till. And then we go, you don't take card, do you? So you got to put it behind the till. And then walk to the cash machine. Like it's in the market. Walk out to the market. It's a 2-minute walk. Do you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. but it is a bit of a ball ache. But what happened today, I would have bought one Wonder Boy in Monster World on the Master System. I had it in my hand, and he was selling it for 40 quid. But then you go and check, while you go into the cash machine, you have a think about it, you have a look on CEX. They were selling it for £52. So it was a good buy. However, Chris mentioned this, so he's my sensible voice. He said that that's the game, I'm pretty sure, they remastered it on the PlayStation 4. So I can buy it, I can argue, a better version of it for half the price. So that was good advice, that was. So thank you, Chris. Shout out, Chris. That was really good advice. So I kind of, while I went to get money, I thought I don't need to buy that. He had a Sega Dreamcast. I kind of was about 70% going to buy a Dreamcast today. And I wasn't 100% sure would I get one. So then I was going to buy one before. It was £60 just for the console and one controller. But what he does, he cleans them up. We've seen him behind there. He's got his own soldering kit or whatever it's called. And he cleans them all up. And like if you look at a CEX, an average CEX Dreamcast, they're very yellow, aren't they? They got that, I think it's like a fireproofing thing in them. That over time, especially if you leave them in sunlight, they turn yellow. Like I really don't like that colour. So there's a way you can clean them up, make them like brand new again. So they look, basically, he's got one there, brand new looking, okay? It was $69.99 today though, but it came with Sega Rally in like a demo disc thing. It wasn't in the original case. And I was like, I want that. So Chris said, if he'll do it for 60, just ask him. I don't normally like haggling. I like to support. He did me a deal on my magazines, right? But I don't like to haggle because I like to support them as well. But I thought, come on, I am a good customer there. I'll just ask. If he does it for 60, I'll buy it. So I get nervous. Chris said, just say when you get to the till, cheeky offer, 60 quid for the Dreamcast. And what's the worst? If he says no, I won't buy it. But if he says yeah, it was meant to be, you know. So went to the till, heart rate was going. I was there, and when he looked, I said, cheeky offer, 60 quid for the Dreamcast. And he said no, so I didn't buy it. I was a bit thing, I thought, didn't I mean, it was only £10 more. But I gotta be, if I'm being honest with myself, okay, I've got enough games, my backlog is big enough as it is, and I probably would have bought one if they had a game. Yeah, I'd like to play Sega Rally, but we were talking about it in the car today. That won't keep me entertained all day. So the game, if he had, my first game I want to buy when I do eventually get a Dreamcast is Soul Calibur 1. Then I want Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So if they had, or Virtua Fighter 3, if they had those games, any of those games there, I would have, because that would have meant I would have been playing it this evening and all night and all morning tomorrow before work. I would have been in cloud nine, do you know what I mean? So I didn't buy it. But when we went to CEX then in Swansea, fuck, how much was it? They had one there. It was in good condition. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I'll cut that out. Oh, no, we're live. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so when we went to Swansea, they had one there. 140, 50 quid. But it was boxed, to be fair. But it did look like this one had been looked after as well. So I didn't buy a Dreamcast. A little bit of me's regretting it. But I think what I'll do, if I see one of the games that I really want for the Dreamcast, I'll just buy the game. So I'll have a bit of a collection ready. So when I'm ready to buy the Dreamcast, I won't pay over the going rate. I'll be very fussy with the prices and the condition. Then when I buy the Dreamcast, I'll be good to go. Does that make sense? So sorry I didn't buy it. That's everything I didn't buy today. So I bought a nice stack of magazines, right? And like I say, they're 99p each, and one of them was £1.99, and they did it for 99p. So I'll do you a deal. So I'm a good customer. I appreciate that. But this one here, I could not put this one back, okay? This was Sega Master Force. So 99p. It's the only magazine I've ever seen in my life. This must have been before my time when I was into collecting magazines, computer magazines and stuff like that. It's all Master System. So every single thing. Now, I don't know if anyone else can relate, but the way that maybe it's because of my age or something, we were almost like a console behind. So we were like, you buy a magazine like that, and basically hope there was anything. It'd all be like Mega CD would be the first things, or Saturn, then Mega Drive, and then some weeks some months there wouldn't be anything Master System. You'd be very lucky if you had 3 games reviewed with screenshots, okay, in these magazines back in the day. But to find one of these full of Master System, you know, Strider 2, Wolf Child, Fantastic Dizzy. I nearly bought that. Oh no, Ed and Senna I nearly bought today, but I put that back. Oh, Star Wars. Yeah, Chuck Rock, is it? Yeah. Oh, Robocard. How did Robocard do? 93%. Yeah, so that's the first magazine I bought. Definitely worth 99p. And the thing, I'm not slagging off, right? That's a good value he is. I normally pay for these magazines in Super Tomato in Cardiff, but he's £5 a magazine, and some of his magazines are £10. And they're these Force magazines. So I'm not saying he's overpriced, but it just shows how good value. That's what I'm trying to say by that. Okay. Then I bought Games Master. I don't know what issue this is. So this is 99p. This is a big chunky magazine. This one is, and it's got PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, PC, Game Boy. I think a SNES under there. And the thing with Games Master, I'm trying to hunt down Games Master Volume 1, but because it's Volume 1, it goes for silly money. It's, for some bizarre reason, it's really collectible. But I've got such an attachment to that magazine. I was in hospital. When I was in school, there was, I think, 1 or 2 children in the school. I didn't even know who they were. I think they were a couple of years older than me. Came down with meningitis, and some members of my family had meningitis. And then literally they sent us home with a letter basically saying how important it is. If your child has any of these symptoms, call the doctor or the ambulance straight away, kind of thing. So we were on high alert. So the next fucking day, I had like 2 or 3 of these symptoms. Boom, next thing I knew, I was in hospital in the children's ward. And all I can remember, I was really miserable, but they wheeled in a Sega Mega Drive, and my mood changed like that. I was so happy. I think I spent the whole weekend. It had to be on a Friday I went in, and why couldn't I be ill Monday to fucking Friday, come out on Friday? Yeah, so I wasted my weekend basically, but when they brought the Mega Drive out, it made a hell of a difference. And I remember my father asking me, and go into he knew how much I loved these computer magazines. I even used to buy Super Nintendo Total magazine when I had a Sega Master System, because I just loved reading about any computer game or anything like that. And he asked me, you know, he's trying to cheer me up. He said, I'll buy you any magazine, what do you want? Just to cheer me up. And and I knew, because Games Master was a TV program, wasn't it? And anyone remember Games Master? And I thought they've just had a magazine come out. So bless my father, right? And I think my mother as well, or maybe my brother. They went around all Swansea looking for this fucking Games Master magazine. I think they were phoning places. And because it was brand new, no one had it. But they ended up going to W.H. Smith's. Or no, there's a place called John Menzies. He was like he ran in, it was just about to close, and he ran in and got it for me. God knows where that's gone now, but I really want that episode 1. So whenever I see Games Master, a little bit of me goes, I remember that. That was a nice thing that my family did for me, you know. But they knew how much I loved games. So in this one, What we got? Star Wars. Oh, N64. So yeah, I haven't really had a proper look through. Oh, hello. Planet Sizzler arriving 1st of Feb 99. Yeah, now we know. Kensei Secret Fist. Oh, cool. 84%. Access Area 6. Yes, I remember the TV program. Wasn't it brilliant? It's on. You can watch it on YouTube, apparently. I got back into it in COVID, and they do like these 1-minute reviews. They're so funny. But I think you had to appreciate it, you had to have grown up and watched it. But yeah, what an amazing show. What was that guy's name? The Games Master. And he used to give cheap tips and stuff like that. Oh, what a show that was. Yes, I picked that up, 99p. Sega XS. That's another chunky magazine. And you can win Shaq's trainers. Oh yeah, look at those bad boys. Patrick Moore. The Angry Moose. Thank you. Hey, Angry Moose, how you doing? Yes, Patrick Moore. He was a guy, wasn't he? Typical British character. So this had Mega Drive and Mega CD, Master System and Game Gear. Oh, the only Master System game is Micro Machines. And Game Gear, it's Micro Machines. I will check it out. Yeah, definitely check it out on the old YouTube. Oh, Castlevania, is it? Castlevania? Oh, yeah. So, you get the idea. Well, oh, that's Castlevania there, was it? Oh, I used to love these, right? This is Castlevania, the new generation. And basically, they do walkthroughs. But if you see that, no long car journeys. What I used to do was use my imagination. And I would like say I'm there, and I'd imagine walking along. When you see an enemy, I'll use my whip there. Or like Mario, I'll jump there, I'll go down this pipe. Whenever I had this kind of thing in it, it was happy days for me. Yeah, so I picked that one up. Nintendo, the official Nintendo magazine. I wonder why I picked that one up. There's something about it. No, this is early when the... oh, hello. One sec. Hello. Up. Oh, someone wants to say hello. What's the matter, boy? Come up. Kiss. Oh, look at him. Right, watch your microphone. You come to say hello. He's missing me today. Say hello. Yeah. Sorry. I knocked it. He always knocks the thing off the microphone. Is the audio okay? Sorry, that's my dog, Rossi. He's always welcome on this channel. Is that alright? It's gone down a bit now. What's going on here? There we are. We are live. Yeah, so I bought that, and it's got a good write-up. I did have a quick flick through. Yeah, basically explaining the 3D Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition, which is the best game, or one of the best games on the Nintendo 3DS, and it's still £5. It's always been £5. It's I wouldn't say hidden gem, because everyone's heard of Street Fighter, but I think that I wasn't sure. I don't know, will it work in the handheld mode? But yeah, it definitely does, trust me. Yeah, so pick that up, 99p. That one looks like it's hardly been read as well. Sega Force Mega. Hold it right there. It's got Jurassic Park, Shinobi 3, Populous, Shining Force 2. Yeah, so it's got, again, oh, I used to think these chairs. I got a nice gaming chair now, but this was on the advert. There was an advert. Anyone remember the advert? The Sega advert when the guy who was on one of these chairs? Oh, that was the thing to have. Was £99, now $39.99. Oh yeah, get me one of those. Oh, Shinobi 3. That should have done well. 80%. Is that all? Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll get around to it. I'll read these magazines on one of my videos, you know. We like them. And the last magazine I bought, this is the one that was £1.99. I don't know why it was more, but he did it for 99p. So I saved £1. Megatech. So it's Mega Drive and Mega CD. Oh, those are the days, weren't they? Jurassic Park. Oh, Mortal Kombat. Rocket Knight, Batman Returns CD. Yeah, so another good one to have. Oh, the Megatech. Remember those? didn't know anyone had one, but I do remember, must have remembered that advert, you know. Yeah, so it's all in there, guys. It's all in there. So this must be Jurassic Park. That was a thing, wasn't it? And I bought one more thing in there. I bought. I'll chuff to this. I bought a fight stick or an arcade stick for the Saturn, for the Sega Saturn. Only cost me 20 quid. Again, I have no idea how much they go for, but it's the only stick I've got that there's no clicking. It doesn't feel. I think Chris explained, you know, like the normal D-pad. It's like a stick just put on top of that. But can you hear it? Yeah, I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. Yeah, it's just got a speed gauge on the top. It feels dated. You know, if I'm comparing like my Victrix Pro, just there. I know it's only a button, but we've come a long way. The button is involved, let me tell you. So I just think when I'm playing like Street Fighter Alpha 2, for example, or Street Fighter the movie, the game, I've got a new, is it the 8-bit Duo? New normal control pad, and it's okay on that, but fuck, my thumb is not designed to do like half circle motions all day. So I thought I'd get a stick, and I just told myself, if I ever see one of these, half decent condition, I'm going to pick it up. And it's in, the top is really nice, okay? But the bottom, it's not a major thing, right? You can tell it's an old thing, you know? But this is very similar, because it's a lot, if you look at it from the side, if I've got that just on my lap, I know there's something wrong with my shoulder. Lovely Rossi, thank you. He's a good boy, isn't he? He loves those, like bones filled with like meat. They put meat in it. That'll keep him entertained. I'm surprised he came up, because I'm invisible. The only time I'm invisible is when I give him one of them. So he knew I had one. As soon as I came home with my bag, he was sniffing on the bag. He knew he was having something. What was I going to say? Yeah, so with this, okay, with my, okay, I'll show you then to compare. My Victrix Pro. Now that, look how thick that is, okay? That sits lovely on your lap. But then this is a lot thinner. I don't know how I can compare. Okay, so I'll just put that back up there. Fucking hell, there's a weight on that. Yeah, so that is very similar to my Neo Geo stick, okay? So I know I'll have to put, what I normally put is a pillow on my lap and then put this on top. But still, I won't be able to play with this all day, do you know what I mean? That is loud though. But I just knew I would have regretted. Probably, I wouldn't have left without picking that up. These are probably the stars of the show, or maybe my pin badge today. But yeah, and the thing is with Lechley as well, his stuff isn't online. Like with CX, you can go on and check the stock per store. So you've got an idea wherever I'm going. I've got an idea of what I'm going to go pick up. But whenever we go to Lechley, it is blind buy. I had no idea. Do you know what I mean? Bit of me was thinking maybe I'll get a Sega Dreamcast. But yeah, I don't regret it. No, I did the right decision. Yeah, so I'm going to take that for a spin later this afternoon. So not much more to show you, really. Only, well, one thing, basically. So we went back to Swansea. So the plan was originally, Chris was going to just drop me off by the train station, because they must be doing work on the rail or something. The train only goes as far as Swansea. So if you wanted to go any further, like Carmarthen or something like that, it's a bus service and I can't be asked for that. So he dropped me back to Swansea. And then he said, I'll come into CX with you. So we went in there. But again, the mistake we made, well, not mistake, what we didn't realise till we walked in there, we normally get up early and go. We're like the first customers they normally got, just quite quiet. It was fucking jam-packed in there. And I don't know what it was with Chris today. Everybody seemed to be bumping into him. I think he said 4 people bumped into him without apologising. I was okay in there for some reason, but yeah, Chris didn't buy anything. He was like, I'm getting out of here. So The reason I wanted to go in there was because I had £5 trade-in for the Batman, the Blu-ray. And I didn't want to wait because that probably every week that'll come down in price. So I thought, no, best wait now. Sorry, not don't wait. Just go in there, even if I just get a voucher. So I originally picked up, didn't really want to spend any more money, if I'm being honest. I picked up Extinction. Anyone played Extinction on the PlayStation 4? I really liked the look of it when it first came out. It's like massive, kind of like Attack on Titan size monsters attacking the town or something. And you've got to like swing up and cut their arms off, cut their heads off, and like knock them down and kill them or whatever. But it does look very repetitive. It didn't review that well, and I didn't want to buy it. It came on the PlayStation Store for about £5. I thought, no, I'll wait until I see it, because it'll either be really good, I really like it, or it'll be total dog shit. So I originally had that in my hand until I went to the Blu-ray section. It is Blu-ray as well. Yeah, I went to the Blu-ray section. I quickly put that back when I found Sister Street Fighter. This is the collection as well. So it's £10. That's a bargain for these, okay? On Amazon, you're looking anywhere from £15 to £25 for this collection. So there's 4 movies on 2 discs, okay? And So again, it's nothing to do with the Street Fighter, the franchise, okay? I'm fully aware of that. This is a long time before. These were in the 70s. And the Street Fighter, the original movie, I can't remember the name of the actor, but this is kind of like a spin-off 4 movies of that. I've played her in that, what's that video game? Me and Chris were talking about it earlier on today. That Kung Fu. Anyway, so I'm slowly getting back into my old 70s Kung Fu, 70s, 80s Kung Fu movies, okay? So I basically paid £5 for that, if you take in the £5 trade in, okay? So looking forward to getting into that. I haven't even looked at special features that are on it. But there's 4 movies on there. And they nearly didn't take my Blu-ray. I've never had trouble before, but the guy looked at the disc. Batman's been brand new, took it out the desk, watched it, put it back, watched it once, put it back in the case, and it's been in the case sitting on the shelf ever since. And it's got a deep scratch in it. I'll put it in the machine. I was like, all right, mate. And I thought, here we go. But I would have bought that anyway. It's on my watch list on Amazon. It's been on my watch list for over a year, I want to say. And I finally got it. So I'm really happy. And it's nice because it was a total surprise as well that it was there. So happy days. There we are. That was what I picked up today. Thank you everyone that came out to watch live. I just thought we'd do it live rather than, like I said at the start, rather than do a video and edit. I don't edit, but put my usual intro and outro and stuff on it. Just go live, do you know what I mean? Saves up the space on the old phone, and it's building my confidence, you know what I mean? Yeah, so please like this if you thought it was okay, if you liked my pickups. I think we'll cut it off there. Thank you again for watching. Love you, bye!